Alright, chat. Very good afternoon. I hope we're all doing well today. Welcome to the stream. Welcome indeed. Welcome indeed. So I thought today we might have a little bit of a shorter intro due to me doing some things in a slightly different way, but it seems not. But nevertheless, we're here. Welcome to the chat, guys. I hope we are all having a fantastic week so far. So today, well, a few things to share with you, really. Nothing too exciting, but I mean, you may notice that the background is a little bit different here in the stream room, and yeah, that's because I've had the basically the carpet fitters who did the carpet in here when I initially redecorated it. Yeah, I wasn't too happy with the way the carpet was wearing in the room. Some of you eagle-eyed viewers may have even noticed on my my video about the next level racing chair. But yeah, so they came back and basically refitted a new piece of carpet with different glue backing, etc. So hopefully it should be a bit better now. And I took that opportunity to actually go ahead and basically switch around the room a little bit. So I've actually basically rotated the desk around by 90 degrees in the room. Yeah, so things are a little bit different. Still maybe some teething issues. I'm not 100% set on how things are going to work for the stream just yet with this new setup, but I do like it nevertheless for at least being sat here doing work or whatever. So yeah, that's just something to be aware of. Yeah, I'm fairly certain we shouldn't have any major teething issues technically speaking, but yeah, just a thought. So today we're going to be flying a quite a nice little route actually today that to be honest I never would have picked up unless it was for fuzzair really. So we're going to be flying today from Paris Orly, which is an airport I've wanted to fly out of for quite some time, and fly over to let me see if I can say this correctly. We're flying over to Perpignan, I think is the correct pronunciation. Basically right on the south of France, on basically on the border almost with Spain. So flying from Paris to Perpignan. And it should be pretty nice. There's an absolutely fantastic scenery here for Paris Orly by Jetstream Designs, which is just really, really good. Yeah, I've been looking forward to actually picking up the scenery for quite some time. Managed to actually got an email last week about a 30% discount on a Flightbeam for being a continued customer. So I thought, okay, now's the time to buy Paris Orly. So I went ahead and grabbed it. And then we'll be flying down to, like I say, Perpignan, where I've got a scenery by BMWorld. And yeah, it's pretty nice. Pretty unique little tiny airport. But yeah, it should be interesting. Alrighty. So we're going to do a little bit of a different setup today in the, well, just for the stream, basically. So basically what I've already done is I've already actually been into the aircraft and actually done quite a lot of the setup already. So there's going to be a much longer sort of a much shorter time between me talking to you now and when we actually take off. So I just wanted to kind of test out and see how that rolls for the stream today, how that flows. Maybe it doesn't work, but we'll see how it goes. So yeah, let's see who's in the chat today. I can already tell things are a little bit out of order for me, so apologise for that. Matt, welcome to the chat. Dave, welcome. Robson is here. Love to see it. It's very good. Welcome to the chat, Dave. Welcome indeed. Any issues with GSX? I mean, there's always something with GSX, but nothing major at the moment, no. The commentators here, welcome indeed. Roy's here, welcome. Let's see. Ed's here, welcome. Good to see you. Naughty's here, good evening. Welcome, sir. MPS, welcome to the chat. Tried the BAE update yet? I haven't, no, but it looks like they've done a pretty meaty update, actually, adding failures and things like that. So yeah, it looked pretty cool. Swedish Simpilot says, nice to see more PMDG routes on the channel. Love to see it. Yeah, well, glad you're enjoying it. Swedish Simpilot, welcome to the chat. ProLinks, welcome to the chat. Also, I hope you're doing well. Did your first navigation solo flight today? I'm still alive. Congratulations, my dude. Congratulations. Very well done, my friend. Yeah, excellent work. Elliot says, I've been to Perpignan quite a bit in real life, close to Pyrenees and sea. Very good. Well, welcome Aviation with Elliot. I hope you're doing well. Soren, welcome to the chat. Brian, welcome. And Schutz, welcome indeed. Alrighty. Great stuff. Okay, dokes. Dave, the problem that you might be having there is are you running AI traffic at the same time as GSX? Dave. That might be the issue. You might be hitting the upper limit of how many objects can be displayed. That's why you can hear it but can't see it. Right. Okay, well, let's get cracking then, shall we, chat? So we're here at Paris Orly. Are you not running AI? Okay. Well, in that case, I'm not that sure. Got another lovely stuff over there. Love to see it. Transavia. Yeah, so this is Paris Orly. We're not going to do a huge tour of the airports at the moment, just because... is that the Eiffel Tower we can see there? Oh, it bloody well is. I didn't realise it was quite so close to Paris, but it certainly is. Yeah, it's a really nice scenery, this. But, yeah, I'm not going to spend forever going through it, because I do want to sort of try and get rolling with this new format today. Also, our target off blocks time is in 3 minutes. So, let's... we were already actually loaded up with fuel, and the catering have been. All we need to really do is request the boarding of the passengers, and we're pretty much good to go. So, before the passengers board, let's just come on to the flight deck here. The music needs to come down. And we'll do a briefing of the OFP. We'll quickly run through everything for the flight today. We'll also do a departure briefing as well because, like I say, we've got everything set up in the box, etc. So let's go ahead and do that. So today we're going to be fuzzair 4-1 uniform. We're going from Orly to Perpignan. I don't know how to say that one. Rivesaltes. Rivesaltes. I bet it said something like that. We're in a Boeing 738 in the Bravo of our Boeing aircraft reg. You guys know I did this variation on this repaint the other day. I actually fixed the registration on the wing now, so it's got the correct registration on the wing. And we've got some slightly dirtier flaps as well, which you'll probably see later on. Yeah, that one's available now on flightsim.to if you guys wanted to get that variant. So yeah, it's the Bravo Reg, which is the Fuzzliner named aircraft. We're going to be fuzzy 4-1 uniform on VATSIM is a Callsign. Takeoff box time is in 1 minute time, so we're going to be a little bit late here, but hopefully not by too much. Expected on box 1802. Costing it's 26, ground distance 396, takeoff weight 62.1 tons. So not particularly heavy. Alternate's going to be Marseille? I'm not sure. Cruising at flight level 190, an hour and 9 minutes is the trip time, and the the diversion time. If we should need to 39 minutes. Block fuel taking 6607 kilograms, and we're expecting 07 here at Orly. Monot 9 Golf, expecting Bijan 3 Victor, runway 33 in at Perpignan. 157 passengers, so still got quite a few seats on board. 0.9 tons of cargo. Going further down, looking at the weather, we do have a Sigma in place in the Marseille FIR. Embedded thunderstorms obscured within these coordinates. Tops flight level 380. Strengthening. Actually, STNR WKN. I thought STNR was strengthening, but this is WKN is weakening, so contradicting. I'm probably misunderstood on STNR, but anyway, we'll have a look at that in a moment. But the general weather I picture here at Orly, pretty good. We've got some wind from the northeast. Everything else looks fine. Could be some potential for, yeah, nothing in the forecast really either. And weather at destination, also weather looks absolutely fine. 27 degrees at Perpignan. And yeah, weakening winds. Sorry, actually, the wind might increase actually as the afternoon goes on with slightly lower ceiling. But other than that, pretty good. We do have a temporary. We do have the weather sort of becoming with some towering cumulus in the area, which is something to be aware of, but I don't think it's going to affect us too much. And then the alternate, it is indeed a Marseille. Weather at Marseille is fine, again, with some CVs in the area. Right, quick look at the charts. Straight south, basically. Boom. Not too complicated. Obviously, we've taken off runway 07, so there'll be a bit of a right turn, but other than that. Looking at the significant weather charts, we do have quite a bit of stuff floating about here. We've got area clear turbulence just right over the slap bang middle of our routes, which is going between flight level 230 and flight level 370. Moderate turbulence, which shouldn't really affect us, actually. We're going to be flying at flight 190 today, so we'll fly right under that. Then we do have this area of isolated embedded CBs below flight level 100 up to flight level 350, right over our destination airport, so something to be aware of there as well. Good, right. Then let's have a look at the departure briefing as well. So we're currently here at Orly 4, I think. Right in front of the control tower anyway. Let's just brief the taxi for runway 07. Good. So we're currently at Alpha Delta 6 stand right here. Departing runway 07, which is down here. Sorry, down here. So it shouldn't be too long of a taxi. So we'll push back facing to the west. We'll taxi Whiskey. Then take a left, I think Lima 3, and then down Whiskey 1. Sorry, Whiskey 2 and then Whiskey 1. There's a different differentiation there. I didn't realise. So we'll go Whiskey 2 initially, Lima 3, Whiskey 1, and then probably down Whiskey on to Whiskey 47. Yeah, and then we'll follow that. Actually, no, we'll just follow Whiskey 1 round onto the holding point for runway 07. I think that should go around here. I think that makes sense. And then runway 07 here. We'll be departing on the Monot 9 Golf. Very strange designation on this chart here. But nevertheless, this is the 10-3 Lima 2 chart. Airport elevation here, 291 feet, and the transition altitude of 5,000 feet. So this is the Monot departure for letters Echo, Foxtrot, Golf, and Hotel. We are, of course, a Golf. And this is for jets and props below flight level 195. For flights to destinations specified via Airway Romeo 161, which is also applicable to us. From Monot, we're going to Charlie Foxtrot Alpha. So, we're going to be departing off runway 07, which is just here. Initial climbing on runway track 073, and then at 1.8 lol. We're going to take a right turn, 082 track out to 6.5 miles lol. Then we'll take a right turn, max 220 knots to intercept 245 radial from the Charlie Lima Mike VOR, and then a right turn, on that radial, continuing out to 24.7 miles Charlie Lima Mike, and then a left turn to intercept 355. Inbound course to the Papa Oscar Yankee NDB out towards Monot. Initial climb clearance, flight level 80. And then for noise abatement purposes, follow initial climb path with greatest precision until reaching 6.5 lol. Right, good. And then we'll just check here. Oh, have they changed the runway designation? Runway 08. NADP 1 departure procedures. Okay, so that is the brief done. Just want to double check we've got some of these fixes in there properly, which we do. And then we've got NADP 1 for the departure. Oops. Now, I believe cutback. I think you could use cutback for an NADP 1, right? Let's try it. I have read about this a little bit in the past, but I just can't remember how it differs from just changing these values here. Because you could, this is a thrust reduction at 800 AGL and restore at 3000 AGL. So reduce from takeoff thrust at 800 AGL to and then brings back in climb 2 at 3000 AGL. Whereas with this one, say for example, you could put in 800. Okay, so it's not accelerating. Okay, I get it. Yep. So cutback is actually what we want there for NADP1. Yeah, that makes sense. Good. So everything else is set. V2 is set on here. Runway heading. Initial climb of 80. We've got our courses in for the departure. And we've got our nav aids set here. So on the right side, we've got the CLM, VOR, and then on the left side, we've got the LOL DME. And then on the bottom, on ADF1, we've got the POY NDB as well, along with, like I said, the courses 245 from the CLM and the 355 from the NDB. Obviously, the course doesn't do anything with an NDB, doesn't show anything, but just for reference there. RTO is selected, everything else is set, and we are pretty much ready to rock and roll. We should have some passengers coming on board here. Can we see them? We're actually running quite late here, aren't we? There they are.
Hello, sir.
Right, so checklist time. Got myself a shiny new notepad today, courtesy of my kind partner. Right, so pre-flight checklist. Oxygen is tested 100%. Nav transfer into place, which is normal and auto. Window heat is on. Pressurization mode selector is in auto. Flight instruments. Heading 003. Altimeter 295 feet. QNH 102. So engine starts levers cut off. Pre-flight checklist complete. Good. Okay, let's write some stuff down then on my pad. Right, I'm literally just going to write my call sign down because I'm really not expecting anyone to come online here. France is fairly infrequently staffed on VATSIM, I find. Okay, so let's set the parking brake as well, shall we? Good. I think we should probably fire up the APU as well. Get the APU bleed and the pack's on as well. Pretty toasty in there. Over 30 degrees. Let's cool this thing down, shall we? Oh, there we go. Passengers are all boarded as well. Love to see it. Righto. Do I have the time set correctly? There we go. Live weather, live time. Oh no, God's sake. God, what a spanner. Always the case when you don't use the
Departure checks completed. Bypass pas incertain.
right. Lovely stuff. Right. Ready to rock and roll, chats. Super quiet here at Paris. Quizzy, welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well. Sarkotech, welcome indeed. What program do I use to create my own liveries? Well, the liveries, to be honest, I had created... Most of them were majority created by other people. In fact, they all were. They all were. I've just done some slight little tweaking to them to change the registrations and things like that. Love the accent attempt. Thank you, Elliot. I mean, you got to try, don't you? You got to try. What stand am I at, Dave? I'm at stand Delta 6. Dan Voser, welcome to the chat. Swedish Sim Pilot says key binding for max reverse PMDG. I don't have a key binding. It's just literally bound to my throttle quadrant. Just need to lift the levers up and pull them back, basically. Even though it's clearly not working right now. It's because the engines aren't running, isn't it? But yeah, that's mine. Yeah, I'll show you once we get underway. Right, so before start, checklist down to the line. Flight deck doors closed and locked. Fuel is 6.6. Pumps are on. Doors and windows locked. MCP is V2 142, heading 073, altitude 8,000 feet. Auto brake is RTO. Takeoff speeds are 38384. CDU pre-flight is completed. Parking brake is set. Rudder and aileron trim 3 and 0. Taxi takeoff briefing complete. Down to the line is complete. And might as well do the rest. So below the line, fast seatbelt switch signs are on. Anti-collision light is on. Parking brake. We'll release that before start checklist complete.
All engines clear. Start at wheel.
Cooled down nicely in there. Love to see it. Right, alright. Oh, bang on 15 minutes late. Hopefully Newsky doesn't penalise us then, if that's the case. Right, so we'll go for an... Wait, what? What is going on with this tug? That is some serious... boundaries of physics they're pushing there. Anyways, right engine starts. %. Orly traffic, fuzzy 4-1 uniform, stand Delta 6, pushing back for runway 07, Orly traffic. Ben Ebbers 330, welcome to the chat. I'm doing very well, thank you. Yeah, how are you doing? Liliana, welcome, good evening. Where is this pushback tug taking me? Oh, okay, I see. Look at how great the ground textures are here at this airport. So nice. Custom taxiway signage as well. Right, engine 1 starts. %, on the end 2s. In France, they have banned short flights in real life. Only short flights available to fly if you have to change another flight outside of France, I read on the news today. Really? Wow. I did not know that.
We have a good engine start.
Why? Is it is it something to do with air quality maybe or something like that? Environmental issues or something totally different? I don't know. Yeah, I've already got my flaps lever slightly forward, so it's gone ahead and set flaps 1 for me. Let's go flaps 5 anyway.
6 is pushing back.
Climate stuff. Okay, yeah, fair enough.
Undocking gear.
Interesting. What is classed as a short flight, though? What is actually classed as a short flight? Leon, welcome. Hope you're doing well.
Tow disconnected. Bypass Parma. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Right. Shoo. Flaps 5 is set. Okay, before taxi checklist, generators are on, anti-ice is not required, APU is off, engine start switch is continuous, recall is checked, engine start lever is idle, flight controls are checked, ground equipment is clear, before taxi checklist complete. Is there actually a person there? There we go. Why have they pushed me so far off the centre line here, chat? Rude. Okay, we'll do a flight controls check. So full left, full right, full forwards, full back, rudders, full left, and full right. Good. All right, all right. Okie dokes. Let's go, chat. Orly traffic, fuzzy 41 uniform, taxiing to runway 07. Orly traffic.
Orly traffic, fuzzy 5, taxi to runway 07.
It's just a stunning airport, chat. The ground textures are so good. Right, so the trim 5.69. So we're going to follow Whiskey 1 down as briefed. You know what, chat? So someone had I was trying to search for what I thought might be the issue regarding, you know, how we had that issue with the PMDG last time where everything just froze. Someone suggested it might be something to do with Bluetooth on your PC. So I've never had that happen before, but one thing I have changed on my PC fairly recently is I've put a little Bluetooth dongle in there. And somebody suggested on the Microsoft Flight Sim forums that it might be something to do with a Bluetooth connection, sort of powering, you know, coming from a low power state to a high power state, if that makes sense. And they suggested that that might cause it. It's absolutely a bizarre connection to have happen. I know, but yeah. So I've just turned that off now, with the hope that it doesn't happen again. As you saw, it did freeze for a second there. But everything appears to be still working. Right, do we have any inbound traffic? I don't think we do. No Bluetooth on your PC. Okay, Mikal, thank you very much for that. Orly traffic, Fuzzy 41 uniform, lining up runway 07 via Whiskey 37. Orly traffic. Right, before takeoff checklist, flaps 5, green light. Stabilizer trim, 5.69er unit sets.
Thank you, 556, lining up on runway 07, parking after the parking flooded, 556.
Strobe lights on.
Control traffic, approach 1124 is pushing back from stand Delta 11 onto Delta.
Okay then, chats. All checklists are done. Let's rock and roll. Fuzz Togas in the chat. Shall we? New camera? Angle? Yeah, it's funny actually. The camera is in the exact same place that it was before. So you can actually see how the room has changed. It's in the same place it was before. Just slightly angled, slightly further down. I'm not sure if I'm that keen on it, to be honest. But I haven't had time to really fiddle about with it just yet. Right. Okay then, chat. Let's go, shall we? Start the chrono. Let's get our landing lights on. Everything else is set. Spool them up. Whoa, my days. Why is it spooling so quickly? What's that about? That is ridiculously fast. Has it always been like that? Wow. Alright. Toga. I've forgotten to set the auto thrust, of course.
Airspeed alive. 80 knots.
Oh my god, what a poor takeoff that was, chats.
Positive rate of climb.
I was so distracted by the freaking fact I'd not armed auto thrust. God damn it. N1. I don't know why it keeps... The speed trim keeps coming in. Constantly trimming. Bring the cabin crew anyway. Right, there we go. Through 3,000 feet AGL now. Going to continue the climb and, well, accelerate. Command B. Let's bug up. Flaps 1. Very nice though. Very nice views. Right, and flaps up. BNAV, standards. Keep going up. Part of 190. After takeoff, engine bleeds are on, packs are auto, landing gear up and off, flaps up, no lights. After takeoff, checklist complete. Leave the seatbelt signs on for now.
France 1124, taxi into runway 09 right via Golf, November, onto Delta, down Yankee 3.
Total traffic VHL 47 Delta 8 miles out.
Alrighty.
Left, runway 09 left.
Yeah, it was a bit ropey, that takeoff, chat. I was just so distracted by the fact the auto thrust I didn't arm it, and thus it didn't set the correct takeoff thrust for us, and I had to end up, you know, basically set it myself, and I wasn't looking at anything but the, you know, the thrust while I was doing that. It was so awful, really. I should have just rejected and tried again, but never mind. Never mind. Not a big fan of the camera position. Yeah, well, it was just set up very, very quickly. Yeah. Yeah, haven't had a chance to really mess around with it yet. I mean, I feel like it's better than the older one in the respect that you can actually see what I'm doing with the controls versus the other one where it's a bit more difficult to see. I mean, personally, the way I'd prefer to have it is how I had it at my previous property, where it is just straight top down. But the ceiling is so high in this room, yeah, I don't have the equipment required to do that in here, unfortunately.
5 miles out, ILS 04 left. Correction 09 left.
Right. Esfandia, welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you, Maddox. Welcome indeed. Mariner, thank you very much for the 11 months, my dude. Much appreciated, my friend. I concur. Hopefully. Yeah, thank you very much, dude. You're very generous, as always. Crikey, this bank angle seems pretty spicy right now. No, just under 30 degrees. Okay, fine. With landing lights off now. Seatbelt signs maybe can come off. We'll see. Excuse me, chat. Bit of hay fever today, I think. Okay. Very bumpy in the PMDG today. Very bumpy indeed. Lovely graphic though. Yep, indeed. I love the fuzz focuses, guys. James says, can I plug my TCA throttle into my joystick? Can it still send an input to my PC? Can I plug my TCA throttle into my joystick? I'm not sure what you mean by that one, James. I mean, I don't have a captain pack, so... or do I? I don't know. I bought mine separately, so I'm not sure. I can't remember what the captain pack is. Is the captain pack just them both together? Or is that the officer pack? I'm just checking. Oh yeah, so the captain pack is just them together. Yeah, there's no way to plug the joystick. There's no way to plug the throttle quadrant into the joystick. There's no inputs on the joystick. At least there isn't on mine. So I don't know if that's entirely possible. Beluga on PC, welcome. Boeing again. It is indeed. It is indeed. That being said, I think... Didn't we fly the Fenix last stream? Pretty sure we did. MPS says, I have disabled Bluetooth, but I have a weird thing with the mouse at the ATR 72. I could use the buttons on the panel. I could not see the turn left route. Turn right, left arrow on the mouse. Right, I see, yeah. Yeah, there's definitely some strangeness going on with the Microsoft Flight Simulator at the moment. At least with aircraft that are using WebAssembly, the WASM module. Maybe it's something to do with that. Maybe that's what's common between them. Potentially. I don't know. I mean, it's clearly not Bluetooth if... Mikael has the same issue, which is good to know, by the way. Thank you very much for letting me know about that one. How do you become a channel member? There should, yeah, like the commentator said, there should be a join button next to the subscribe button, but if there isn't, there should be a little symbol at the bottom of the chat. You should be able to just click on that one. I think it's a dollar symbol, and that should take you to the become a member page. Also, by the way, guys, if you're enjoying the stream today, we do have 36 people here in the chat, but only 15 likes on the video, so I would appreciate if you are liking the content to hit the thumbs up button, of course. Alrighty, so less than 150 minutes where a suitable alternative rail service exists. Okay. I mean, that's not unfair, is it, I suppose? I don't feel. I mean, honestly, I don't think it would be that much slower. Would it? If at all. This flight we're doing today wouldn't be allowed though, would it? Although, that being said, I don't know if a rail service exists. Surely there is. Brian says, can't get the Navigraph Airrag to update in the Fenix A320. Latest download yesterday. Says 21st to the 21st of August to 21st of September on 21 on the FMC. Okay. So Brian, have you used... Is it your first time updating the AirX cycle in the Fenix? Is it the first time doing it? All I would suggest is, if you're new to it, it is. Okay. Alright, well, hopefully this should fix it for you then. So I assume you've got Navigraph installed in terms of Navigraph Hub. Is that right? You've got Navigraph Hub installed so that you can update the nav data. You have? Okay, good. So, on Navigraph Hub... I'll just bring it over here. So, on Navigraph Hub, you've got this second panel here. I assume... Have you tried to go through here? Clicked on this one here, and then clicked on Update here? And that isn't working for you, is that what you're saying? Yes, I know sometimes when I update my air rack, I forget that there's this extra panel here for the Fenix. On the first page. So nothing on this first page is actually relevant to the Fenix, so you can ignore that. You need to go on this one and click update here. None of this is relevant for the Fenix. None of it will affect the Fenix. Because the Fenix is using an external, basically flight planner, in a short way of describing it. But the Fenix is not taking the nav data from any of these sources, from the simulator base anyway. So if you come in here and update this, assuming you've got the Fenix in your community folder, this box should appear here, and then you should be able to just click the update button here, or install. It might even say, it might say install like this if you've not ever done it. And yeah, do that and that should fix it. That's how I do it every time. Works flawlessly. Yeah, because like I say, the important thing to remember with the Fenix is it does not use the default, it does not read the default nav data in the sim, or even if you've got Navigraph nav data installed into the base of the sim, it doesn't read that. It's basically completely separate to that, which is why, for example, that you can land at some airports where like you might have noticed in some of the default aircraft, like not even just the default aircraft, but you know, other aircraft that are complex but use the default flight flight management system. So for example, the A310 or the ATR, you know, some airports, you can't select certain runways in certain scenarios because of some limitations with regards to the default flight management, you know, back-end system. And Fenix doesn't use that, so that's why you can land at those kinds of airports with the Fenix, which is really, really cool. Same with the PMDG, it does the same thing. So, yes. Murat, welcome to the channel. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. I've been watching every now and again. I see that I am not subscribed. Unacceptable indeed. That needs to be fixed, my friend. Welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well, though. Glad to have you with us, and thank you very much for saying hello. The throttle is connected directly to the PC. Yes, that's correct. Yep. The only way you can sort of link them up together is you can plug the T-Flight rudder pedals into the throttle quadrant. That's really the only thing that you can do there. If you want it to save on USB ports or something. And the mouse not changed to the light hand when you're at the buttons too on the standard mouse icon. Yeah, that's very strange, MPS Gaming. That's very, very odd. I'm not sure exactly what to suggest there. I would think maybe... I assume you're using the legacy interaction method. Mariner's got a TCA plugged into Logitech yoke. Interesting. I didn't know that was possible. Is that because the Logitech works as a USB hub of some sort? Shoe Dog, welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing very good. Yeah, thank you for asking. I hope you are doing well also. A lovely day indeed. Yeah, a lovely day to be sat inside with the blinds closed. Welcome, dude. Liana's finished the presentation work now. Love to see it. It's very nice. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Daz, welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well. Welcome indeed. Right, guys. Okay, so I think I'm all caught up with chat there. I think we can probably do a bit of preparation for the arrival now. It's, like I say, not the longest flight in the world. So I've got just over 200 miles to go till top of descent. We might as well get stuff done. Shall we? Right, okay. Yeah, there's some weird stuff going on in the atmosphere at the moment in Microsoft Flight Simulator. The Fenix was doing this the other day where the engines are constantly having to compensate for, you know, really rapid changes in speed all the time. Anyways, let's get prepared then, shall we, chat? So we're expecting runway 33. Let's check the weather, shall we? Oh, Roy asked earlier as well about the new Parallel 42 tool. I can't remember what it's called now, but I did see your message flash up, but I forgot to respond to it. No, I've not tried that one yet. I've not tried it, but it does look quite cool actually, but it's probably not something that I'll get, to be honest with you. It looks cool, but I don't know how useful it will actually be, for me at least. Right, so we've got winds 320 at 12 knots. So runway 33 would be more or less perfect. There is a runway 31 as well, but 33 is going to do it. In fact, 31 is not going to be usable for us. It's far too narrow. Right, cool. So we'll go for 33. That's fine. What kind of approach do we want to fly here? We've got a VOR DME, we've got an ILS 33, we've got an RNAV. I mean, they're all pretty much the same. It doesn't really make too much of a difference, really. They're all along the same, more or less the same track. It's not one is more exciting than the other, really. I suppose it's just procedurally a bit different. Alrighty, so we'll just go for the ILS, shall we, chat? So exciting, I know. Right, so 1175, 327. Is the course. The inbound course. I think that's what I've already selected as well. LS33, yeah. I've selected the Bijan 3 Victor. Right, I believe we can select some kind of via transition here. Lanets. That should join our flight plan up. It does. Good. There's a hold there. Let's delete that. Right, shall we have a look then? All looks good. Bit of a DME arc there and then down onto final. Good. Okie dokes, so that's that done. Minimum 335. Round up to 340. QNH down there is 1013. So 1013. ISO deviation is 5. Anti-ice is not going to be required. Transition level we'll just put at 60. And we'll bring in our winds. Good. Alrighty. Fred, welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. The other problem it says is invalid flight plan uplink. Yeah, so that's probably related to your nav data, Brian. Once you've got it updated, it should probably work better for you. Right, so we've got 2-5. Okay, that's not very good winds, is it? Because we're already above, we're below flight level 250. Let's just manually put them in then. So let's take 150, 333 at 007. And then flight level 100, 351 at 008. That'll do it. Okay, good. And then the landing flap will do. We'll just do a flaps 40, I think. It's not terribly windy. We'll do flaps 40, and I think. Yeah, I mean, the runway is not terribly long, 2,500 meters, so probably wise that we use flap 40, I think, and then we'll do an auto brake droit. Good, right, so we are good to go there, and then the landing altitude 150 will set. Good. Okay. So I think we're just about done for the arrival. Good. I'm hoping the landing is going to be better than the takeoff, chat. I think that takeoff definitely was a little bit rough, wasn't it? Is that a player in front of us over there? I can just see their light from miles off. I do enjoy the 737 in the fuzzair scheme with the split scimitars. Oh, baby. Lovely stuff. Alrighty. I have some USB ports on, and when I got the chair wire, didn't reach the PC, so plugged into here. Oh, okay, very good. Nice, good to know, Ryan. Good to know. That's pretty nifty for some hardware to have like a little mini USB hub on it. I like that. Lovely stuff.
And slightly lower, 95.6.
Okay. Oh yeah, Dave's a little bit ahead of us. He's going quicker than us, though. Yeah, no problems. We'll just continue as we are. I think you're a bit quicker than us, so it should spacing should sort itself out naturally. I think. Fuzzy 4-1 uniform. How do you drag the line again on VATSIM? I can't remember how you do it now. Is it shift and right click? No? How do you measure on VATSIM? I've totally forgotten. I thought it was right click and control or something, but double click. Oh, right. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Okay, good to know, good to know, good to know. Thank you. Right, so Liana didn't present Just had to listen to others drone on about stuff I no longer care. Well, at least that's over now. Good, good. Good, good. Right. MPS says Microsoft Flight Simulator's NVIDIA driver works very well with DX12 TAA and frame generation on. Very nice. Very nice. Love to see it. Love to see it. Yeah, I know there's been quite a few issues with the NVIDIA drivers as of late, hasn't there? So glad to see. Seems to be working well now. No worries at all, Brian. I hope it all helps, and do let me know if it fixes it or if it doesn't. More than happy to try and help. Double click and drag, Dave. Satellite imagery looks very blurry down there, doesn't it? From this altitude, should look crispy as all hell from here. Right. I'm just going to check my flight plan one more time. Just to make sure everything is all hunky-dory. And then we can do the brief. Yeah, all looks good. Grand. Didn't have traffic display on. God damn. I wonder if that... Does traffic go off when I had lost the power? I think that probably is what happened there. You know what I thought about doing earlier on, chat, is I need to get myself a little one of these little guys just to go under my desk here for my checklist. That'd be super nice, wouldn't it? Matt, no worries at all, dude. Thank you so much for being a gold member on the channel for 4 months. Thank you very much, dude. You're very generous. It's an absolute pleasure. It's an absolute pleasure. And hopefully we'll catch you online one time when you're controlling. On the stream. Yeah. You'll have to let us know. You're in the Discord, so aren't you? So just, yeah, come into Discord. Maybe just drop us a private message or something when you know in advance, and I'll try and schedule a stream around it. That'd be super cool. Cloud Viper, welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well. Welcome indeed. Welcome indeed. Righto, chat. So we'll do a arrival briefing then now, shall we? Okie dokes then, chat. So we're going to be arriving in Perpignan, France. This is an LF Star 10-2 Bravo, chat. Airport elevation is 144 feet. Transition level we've already established at flight level 60. We're going to be flying at the Bijan 3 Victor. And have arrival for runway 33. So this is going to bring us Bijan and then into Bamgo, which is a minimum altitude of 3,000 feet. Then from there we're going to go Lannet, which is our initial approach fix, minimum altitude there 3,000 feet. From Lannet, we're going to transition on to the ILS approach. This is the 11-1 chart. ILS runway 33 is what we're going to be doing. So 11-1 localizer is Papa Lima 1175. 327 is the final approach course. We've already got that set. 2,000 feet at 5.9 miles. The localizer is the final approach fix, and the minima 335, which we've already set and rounded up to 340. Airport elevation is 144, as we've already covered, but the runway elevation is slightly lower at 135, and we do have quite a high MSA in the west, or very high MSA even, of 11,200 feet off to the west and down to the south. This does reduce to 4,100 within 11 miles Papa Golf, which is the VOR in which the MSA is based upon. So we're initially going to come in at land at flight 11 DME arc until reaching the 138 radial from Papa Golf. Then we're going to take a right turn to intercept the 327 inbound course on the localizer. Platform altitude 10. Platform altitude is 2,000 feet. So coming in through 10 miles. Final. Yeah, I mean, we're not going to level off there. Platform altitude is 2,000 feet, but no real need to level off there. So we'll continue down, and then we can expect to intercept the glide slope somewhere along there. We'll look to be sort of flaps 10 as before we make this turn, however. Then once we see the glide slope alive, we'll drop to flaps 15 geared down. Glide slope is standard 3 degrees. Pappy to the left of the runway. And if we need to go around, it's straight ahead to 460 feet, then yeah, so climb straight ahead to 460, turn right to intercept the 043 Papa Golf, then a right turn 11 DME arc into Lannet and hold 2,000 feet is the ground altitude, and then upon arriving we can expect to vacate probably Delta here, and then a left turn onto down Kilo Foxtrot and down to the commercial apron where we'll park up. And I've just realised I've forgotten to customise the airport here because yeah, this is a prime candidate for a walk-in, but never mind. So that's fine. There's only a few stands. We'll park on this side, I think, just because I haven't customised these stands. I imagine would be walk-in stands probably. And I haven't done that, so we're just going to do one over here, so it'll be a bit more immersive, I guess. Right, so then looking at here, just checking the glide slope angle of the Pappy. It's 3 degrees. Threshold crossing height here is displaced threshold crossing height is 52 feet there on the ILS. So I'll actually cross here at 52 feet rather than here, which is a bit lower than normal actually. So I'm not sure if the Pappy will show us low or not. We'll see if we follow the glide slope all the way down, that is. Right, good. So that's all set up. We've already done all the preps here. All we need to do is wait to do the descent. Good. Okay. We'll just put a couple of fixes in here, I think would be probably wise. So I'll take runway 33. We'll put a 30 mile. And we'll put a 10 mile as well, I think. And a 3 mile. Good-o. Looking forward to this approach, chat. Cloud Viper says, how's it going? It's going good, thank you. Yeah, how are you, Cloud Viper? Just be kind to us new guys. I'll try my best. David. Murat says, it's a pity that the number of live views is low compared to the quality of your broadcast. I think you need to exceed the number of some publishers who wear glasses. Right, well, I mean, we don't want to, we're not into slandering other streamers in the chat here, Murat. But, I mean, you know, there's nothing I can do about the amount of viewers. Unfortunately, that's all down to the YouTube algorithm, and obviously down to you guys for liking the stream and subscribing and sharing the stream. But thank you very much for the kind words. I do appreciate that. But I can clearly see who you were referring to there. So I'm going to actually remove that one for the chats. Not in the business of slandering other content creators here on YouTube. Pappy and Microsoft Flight Sim always a crapshoot. I agree, Michael. Yeah, I agree 100%. It is always very bizarre. I mean, even the glide slope on some ILSs can be a bit dicey, can't they? So, yeah. A bit unfortunate, really, but yeah, fingers crossed it gets improved. You know, I can't decide, chat, I can't decide if I like having this background light on anymore in this new setup here. It's so, I mean, it looks alright, but it's like, it's right in my peripheral vision. It's so bright, this light, this green light. And, yeah, it's right in my peripheral vision, and it's a little bit annoying. So, I mean, it doesn't look too bad off, to be quite honest. I don't mind it at all. I don't mind it. What do you guys think? It can be dimmed, yeah, but because of the... something to do with... It basically causes rolling shutter on the camera. Like, if I dim it down... I mean, to be fair, dimming it isn't really the problem. It's just the bulb itself. It's got no diffusion on it, so it's just super, like... It's like a bare, looking into a bare bulb. It doesn't really matter how bright it is. It's still absolutely blinding. So yeah, I don't know. When is landing in Perpignan scheduled? Very shortly, actually, in probably about half an hour. Let's see where we're at here. Oh, I've got a big spot in my vision now from looking at the lights. So time expected. It's going to be 18:01, so 20 minutes. Oh no, I did not mean to press that. Surprising Boeing don't give you a time of arrival on here. It'd be the progress page, actually, wouldn't it? What am I on about? I forget that the progress page exists in the Boeings because I'm so used to Airbus. There's no page like this, really, is there? I mean, there is, but it's quite different, isn't it? Right, 35 miles to go till top of descent. Put a light somewhere above you that lights the wall. We shall see. I'll have a play around. What time landing? I've pretty sure I've just said that one. 20 minutes. I can very often be late landing at runway, so maybe better look after one light, not two lights at landing. Yeah, I mean, it does vary, doesn't it? It's pretty crazy how much it varies, unfortunately, so... Okie doke, so let's see, what was the actual wind that we put in here for the cruise wind? 02846. Slightly different. Let's just do this and see if it changes up the top of descent at all. It does a little bit actually. Alrighty. Lead D. Exterior. We'll go to exterior in a minute. As I'm a photographer, I guess I don't need to be told how to light. Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, I mean, that's probably the reason why I'm fussing over it so much. I think most people probably wouldn't really care too much, but... yeah. I mean, I think maybe the ideal solution might be to get some more... Some lights that are a little bit more covert, if you know what I mean. Because this is quite a... It's basically like a floodlight, this. So it might be an option to get maybe some strip lighting or something. I don't know. I mean, I'm not completely happy with the camera angle yet, so that might change. So the lighting might change accordingly. But I do not speak French, Liddy. I do not speak French, I'm afraid. I mean, I can ask you, I can say hello. Thank you. Yep, so top of descent coming up in just a few miles here. Briefing is done. Everything is done, chat. We're so far ahead of ourselves here. Absolutely love to see it. Oh, as well, I didn't mention earlier on, chat. So, for anyone that flies fuzzair, I've actually updated the name on the aircraft. So you guys know that all the aircraft get a name here on fuzzair. Like, for example, here we've got the Fuzzliner. Yeah, so the Alpha variants, the Alpha Reg Boeing. The Alpha Reg Boeing was it was called Love to See It. And I don't know what it was, but there was just something about it that just didn't really sit right with me. So I've actually renamed it to All Fuzz. So yeah, just Love to See It. I just couldn't get along with it for some reason. It was just maybe because it was just too long, and it just, I don't know. But I renamed it, and that's also been updated on flightsim.to today. So if you fly on Newsky, you'll notice it's got a slightly different name. Right, so let's do our descent checklist as we're about to start the descent. Pressurization, landing altitude is set 150 feet. Recall is checked. Landing data, we've got flaps 40. The VREF speed's actually changed slightly. So flaps 40, 134 knots. And the minimums are 340 feet. Right, 340 feet, and approach briefing is completed. Descent shut is complete. And auto brake 3. Where did I do the winds here? Let me just press load here. I'm just going to press erase immediately because it just seems to be keeping popping up there. Right, good. Got a little bit of a tailwind here, so I'm going to monitor the descent here coming down. Not that I wouldn't anyway, but... Just going to make a thing on VATSPy, V-Pilots. I think we're going to need to slow down by a fair amount here, to be honest. Because Dave's just disappeared off the TCAS there because he's actually higher than us now by quite a bit. Okay, so Dave's descending as well. I'm going to slow down now. Let's see, I can just change the speed here actually, can I? 235. I can. A little bit of speed brake here. So it's quite important we slow down here so that we don't end up flying underneath and catching Dave up. In fact, I tell you what we could do, that would probably be easier actually, is let's just... we can't... Can we revert to the original speed? Oh yeah, we can, there we go. We'll just revert to the original speed here, and then we'll just go and put in the hold. We'll put the hold back in. At Lanitz. Inbound course is 104, right turns.
Perpignan traffic, descending to 4,000 feet, runway 23.
All right. Okay, so it's still got it on the page here, but it's not here on this page. We'll just set it up again, okay. Whoa, Bessie. Why is it going so crazy? Right, we need to get the landing lights on anyway now. Okie dokes. So we're going to enter hold at Lannet just to allow a little bit more spacing with Dave coming in. So what we'll do is we'll slow our rate of descent down a bit here. We'll go 800 feet per minute. Not sure why Nightbot is calling you out for spamming there, Liddy. I do apologise about that. I think it can be a little bit preemptive sometimes. Right, okay then. So, it slowly does it.
556 is on 10 mile file, via 33,
Oh, crikey, Dave's actually smashed it. Alright. Let's go back to VNav. We'll delete the hold. Let's keep coming down, chats. 2,000 feet. Right. We'll go to local altimeter. And we'll do the approach set list. Altimeter is QNH1013. Auto brake 3 is set. Get the music down. Oh, beautiful. Down the coastline. Really, really stunning scenery coming into this area of France. The airport itself, we should be able to see from here, really. There it is. Can we see Dave, though? That is the question.
Perpignan traffic, 556, 7 from Airline.
Oh, there he is.
On short line, 556.
There he is. No, it shouldn't have mattered on that one, Tim. But yes, we do struggle with English half the time, probably about 70% of the time. Dear me. Mike, welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well. Welcome indeed. Welcome indeed. It's just English in the chat, Leedy. It's just English in the chat. You should have seen that when you first entered. Right, so off we go down the DME arc. Right, we're a little bit high, but not too much, so no real issues there. Let's go speed into vent. I'm just going to slow the aircraft a little bit down myself. Go for flaps 1, speed check. Flaps 2, and immediately flaps 5. And flaps 10. Look at the light coming through the flaps there. That looks really cool, doesn't it? Right. No glide slope diamond just yet, though. FSLTL speed, VNAV path.
Perpignan traffic, 2556, OKG, runway 33.
Quite close to the overspeed margin here, though. I probably shouldn't have selected flaps 10, but I've done it now. Oh, there we go. We're right on the glide slope. Okay, so vertical speed. Okay, let's arm approach. Vorlock. Good. Right. Gear down. Glide slope capture. Good, good, good. Radio altimeter alive. Oh, actually, chat, I really need to do this. I'm so sorry. Okay, sensitivities are okay. Got to check that earlier. That's one thing I did forget. Speed brakes are armed. Flaps to 15. That's 25. And flaps 30. Flaps 40. Lovely. Okay, landing checklists. Engine start switches continuous. Speed brake armed. Landing gear down. Flaps 40. Green light. Landing checklist complete. Alright, let's do it, chat. Happy firm butter landing. Yeah, let's see how we do, shall we? .1,000 feet is checked. We are stabilized. Wind is more or less straight down the runway here. Oh, I wanted to use the heads-up guidance system, didn't I, chat? We never got a chance to use it last stream. Shall we try it real quick? We're in the right mode. Correcting for center line.
Plus 100. Two minimums. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Spoilers. Reverse is green. I'm not sure if I liked it with the auto-brake disarm. I'm not sure if I liked it with the heads-up guidance system or not there, chat. I'm not sure. Not sure at all, actually. I think I need to do a bit more training on exactly what I'm looking at there, but I was mainly just looking at the flight path vector and just making sure that was in the touchdown zone. But having said that, I did end up, you know, I was not focusing on other things as a result, which was a bit awkward. Nevertheless, that felt fairly decent. I'll take it. With the landing lights off now, and the position lights to steady. Keep the left turn coming here. Get the flaps retracted. Speed brakes disarmed. Welcome guys to Perpignan. Right. Good. There's no after landing here in the Boeing. No after landing checklist. We'll just turn the transponder fully off, actually. No weather radar in use. Thought I was doing a bomb run on the runway with the hood. Not that kind of hood. I hate that thing obscures the view of runway, can't even see the aiming points. Yeah, I mean, I can see that. I can see that. I mean, arguably, you don't need to have the clearest view of the runway, given that the indications that it gives you. But yeah, it does take a bit of getting used to, doesn't it? Tiger the Dev, welcome to the chats. Please don't talk when departing from runway because I want to screen record engine sound. Right. That's impossible, I'm afraid, my dude. There are actually audible callouts in this aircraft, so there's going to be some noise, and we've just arrived, so that would be also very difficult, I am afraid to say. All right, landing rate predictions, chat. Let's see what we got. Y40, it's rare to use and not with turbulence. Is it short runway? It's relatively short runway here, yeah. Yeah, relatively short runway and not particularly any crazy wind or anything. So, yeah. Flaps 40 just for a you know, short rollout as possible, really. Although, as you can see there, it was still quite long. Scoregasmic, welcome to the chat. You like the new camera setup? Good to know. Good to know. I'm not entirely convinced on it myself yet, but thank you very much for the feedback. So, chat, this is a scenery by BMWorld. It is a nice scenery. I have checked it out briefly so far, but yeah, as you can see, just coming in here, very nice view. 2E787 pilots swear by the hood. I'm not a fan personally. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm a fan of the hood either, but I think that's probably just because I don't know enough about it, I think. Yeah, I think I need to do some more training on it because at the moment it's just too much of a distraction from other things. Takes my eye off the prize a little bit, I suppose. But it did actually work out fine just then. It just... Yeah, what I found I was doing was I was actually using this to look at the flight path vector. Where am I going here? I feel like I should be turning right. Yep, I should be. Yeah, so I feel like I was looking at the flight path vector, but I was actually then looking down at the PFD and the PFD to see my speeds, which is a bit of a strange way to scan things, isn't it? But yeah, I think I need to do a bit more training on it. Right, welcome guys. We'll go ramp 5 here. There are some trees in the taxiway. That is a bit rough. Alright, we're going in here then, anyway. I haven't customized this airport, like I said earlier, chat, with GSX in mind, so might be some strange placements here and there, but yeah, there is some strange placements, but we'll just ignore it for now. Usually when, I mean, there wasn't a profile for this airport on flightsim.to, and usually when there isn't a profile, I will do some customizations myself, but I just didn't have time today to do that. Can hardly see the marshaller here. I think that should do it. Parking brake sets. Okay then. Lovely stuff. We'll get the APU gens on the bus. Get the APU bleeds on. Engine shutdown. Anti-collision lights off. And I can't remember which fuel pump it is for the APU. Is it the aft? Can't remember. Right, so parking shutdown checklist, should I say. Anti-collision light off, weather radar off, engine side levers cut off, parking brake set, transponder standby. Shutdown checklist complete. Lovely stuff. Okay, so welcome, guys. Welcome indeed. Wait, let's see how good my parking was. Actually, not bad. There's no stop bar on this line, but fairly decent with centerline, actually. Left fuel pumps APU. There we go. That's the one. I mean, to be fair, it doesn't actually need to be on, doesn't it? It'll still get some gravity feed, I believe. Not gravity feed, sorry. It will still get some fuel, but nevertheless, the ground power is available now anyway. So that's good. Seatbelt signs can come off, and yeah, good, lovely. So operate stairs. Yeah, we'll get deboarding. Right, so welcome, guys, to Perpignan. Sorry about my pronunciation. Why does the camera keep going there? Did I reset it? That's very odd. Yeah, very nice scenery this. As you can see so far, it looks very, very nice. Ground texture is very nice. Ground marking is very nice. Then you've got the main terminal here, which also does look very, very nice indeed, I have to say. It's got that reflection on the windows, like the ATR has on its displays. You can see that person sat there. There isn't an interior or anything. But that's fine. It looks really nice though, doesn't it? Land side, pretty good as well. Love to see it. Bit of a car pack. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice little scenery, this. What's that over there? We'll have a look in a minute. But here we are. Passengers deboarding. The bus is here. Love to see it. Very nice. Right, let's have a look at the report on Newsky, shall we? The hood should have everything you need from the PFD. Yeah, it does. Yeah. Yeah. That's why I was saying it was silly that I was looking down for the speed and whatnot. Because it's all on there. It's just... yeah. I mean, you can see here. Got your speed. Got your speed here. Speed here. Altitude. Vertical speed, obviously. Ground speed. And then in the middle, you obviously have the flight path vector, which is really, really good on the hood, because you can literally just place that where you want to fly, and it's super nice. Yeah, and then the glide slope and the localizer deviation is what confuses me sometimes on this one. I mean, it's quite clearly the vertical and the horizontal lines, but it's just, yeah, just something I'm not used to. It's a bit, just throws me off a bit. Right, okay, so let's have a look at Newsky then, shall we? I feel like that was fairly good, actually, in terms of pilot rating. I think we should have done pretty well. Let's have a look, shall we? Okie doke. So we got a 9.65 pilot rating. We did get docked for some things. We'll come back to that in a moment. We were late by 15 minutes. Which is kind of wild, really. We were quite late at departing as well, weren't we? We were 20 minutes late, but not that much leeway in this schedule here, to be honest with you. But we were late nevertheless. So we made 5,635. So that's actually pretty nice amount of money to make for that route. So I like that. We were delayed by 3 minutes. So we did get docked 0.15 there and $235. Then we also got docked 0.2 as well for the landing. This we got an average touchdown 1.38 G, 340 feet per minute in normal conditions. So yeah, average, I guess. Centerline deviation is very minimal though, which I love to see. And I'm pretty sure we got touchdown zone as well. It was just the landing rate that I didn't like. Yep, so right on the aiming point there, which you love to see. But yeah, it's just the landing rate that it wasn't too keen on. 1.38 G. Fair enough. Alrighty, well we've got a replay to watch, so we'll have a look at that in just a moment. I am just gonna nip away for 2 moments, just go to the loo, and I'll be back with you guys.
Passengers bus is coming.
All right, we're back. So, Airstream says the scenery is quite true to the real airport. The approach over the Med Coast is rather lovely in real life, especially at this time of day. Yeah, it did look very nice out the window, I do have to say. You made dosh, it matters not. Indeed, Tim, yeah, we made the cash monies. No worries there. Airstream says, just caught the landing, once flew into Perpignan. Perpignan. Yeah, I like it. And had a mad dash to the rail station for a train, which I missed. Oh no, dude. Oh no. That's unfortunate. But yeah, it's nice scenery, isn't it? I do like it. I do like it. Righto, chat. So today, unfortunately, I'm going to keep the stream short and sweet. I'm not going to do another leg, but we will watch the replay in just a moment and just see how that looked from the outside. It didn't feel as hard as what it says it did, but that's fine. Whoa. Got a colleague sliding over. Love to see it. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, so yeah, let's have a look at the replay, shall we? Okay, so let's load up a Approach. Good. Just give it a minute to all spring into life. We will disconnect from VATSIM because we don't want to be on VATSIM watching a replay, of course. Brian, take it easy, dude. Roy, take it easy, my friends. See ya. Righto, so let's have a look at the replay then, shall we? Not sure what's going on with the drone camera. It doesn't want to reset to the normal position, but fine. Beautiful view. Right, let's fast forward a bit. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. So I can see why that was a bit harder than it should have been, really. I mean, centerline touchdown zone absolutely nailed it, but there was just basically no flare there almost. Just looking at the nose. I mean, it comes up tiny bit maybe there, but really nothing as the engine starts to spool back. I did hold it off at the very least, so it didn't drop, but yeah, there was really no extra flare on top of that. So yeah, that's fine. No, that's not too bad with me. I don't think that's the worst in the world. Right, well, chat, short but sweet today for the stream. I'm gonna leave it there. Yeah. Like I say, just going to keep it a bit shorter for today. Next stream is going to be on Friday, so do stay tuned for that. We're going to be doing a... what are we going to be doing on Friday, actually? Oh, look, a stadion. Is that an autogen stadium? That looks very strange. Yeah, so on Friday, we're going to be... What are we going to be doing on Friday? I've actually forgotten already. I posted the schedule up only earlier on today. Yeah, so we're going to be doing the Geneva 1x1 event. Should be interesting. We're going to be flying back into France over to Lille. And yeah, it should be good. Geneva 1x1 event is always great fun. And yeah, it's been a while since we last departed out of Geneva. So yeah, very much looking forward to that. Should be busy. I'm going to be posting a poll up on the channel after the stream here today, and just for votes basically on what plane we're going to use for that stream. So I hope you guys will all vote in that. And then on Sunday we're going to be flying in Thailand. Right, guys, enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you very much for tuning in. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.
course, everybody knows the flamingo. The flamingo is a common visitor on Curaçao, and you can usually spot them at the salt flats of Yanti.